Hey, what's up, Jumpstart friends? It's one of your Jumpstart leaders, Kayla, and we're back again with another Let's Find Out About It video. This week we read a book called Rabbits and Raindrops. And if you don't remember reading that book, that's okay. If you go back, there's another video where we read the book together, okay? But for my friends who do remember the book, I have a question for you. Do you think animals wear coats? Do you think animals wear coats? And you may be thinking, like the coat I wear outside, in the snow, or in the rain? Yeah, something like that, Jumpstart friends. Do you think animals wear a coat like that? Well, they kind of do. You may be thinking, Jumpstart Kayla, you're so silly. I've never seen an animal wear a coat before. And you're kind of right. But in a sense, animals do kind of wear a coat. Because when we wear our coats outside, we use it to protect us from all the different weathers we have. Like when it's snowing, we use our jacket to keep us warm. When it's raining, we use it to keep us dry. So we use the jacket so we can be safe, so we can stay healthy and we don't get sick. Animals kind of have something like that too. For example, if we go back to the book and we go back to the story, we can see that the rabbits have something on them and it's kind of brown and fluffy. Yeah, that's called fur. Yes, and furs are little tiny hairs that can grow on animals. And it kind of acts like a coat because these little furs that grow on the bunnies and the rabbits and all these different types of animals, it helps them stay warm because, a lot of animals, they live outside. And outside, it's kind of cold, especially during the winter. It's really cold outside. So these animals have this fur on their skin that keep them warm. And then when it's raining outside, the fur helps to keep them dry. So really, animals kind of do have a coat. And the purpose of the coat is to keep the animals safe and protect them in whatever they live in, wherever they live. Can you think of any other animals that have fur? Any other animal that has fur? I know. I think dogs have fur. Cats have fur. Bears have fur. Rawr. Lions have fur. Raccoons have fur. There's a lot of animals that have fur. But there's also some animals that don't have fur. And you may be thinking, Jumpstart friends, well, what kind of coat do they have? If all animals have something that protects them from the outside, what happens to the animals that don't have any fur? That's a good question, Jumpstart friends. You see, some animals don't have fur. Some animals have something else that can protect them from outside. Let's think. I wonder what else an animal can have. Some animals have a shell, and the shell is very hard. Very hard. And the shell can protect them from anything. You see, like crabs. Crabs have a hard shell, as I said. And that shell can protect them from a lot of things. And then some animals have scales, like a slithery snake. Ugh, I'm scared of snakes. But some animals have scales like slithery snakes that help them move against the ground. Other animals have feathers, like birds. Birds have feathers, and those feathers help them to fly. and they keep them warm. But without the feathers, a bird can't fly. So you see, each animal has some type of covering that works for them. Let's take a closer look. You see, Jumpstart friends? We're taking a closer look. This is from our story, Rabbits and Raindrops. And if you look, you see all the rabbits seem to have these little hairs on them, and that's their fur. It can be soft, it could be short, and it can be long. And their fur protects them from the cold outside, and it protects them from the rain so they don't get sick. Now, let's look at another animal that doesn't have any fur. You see, and here's another example. This is a bird, and you see, a bird doesn't have any hair, it doesn't have any fur, but it does have feathers. And feathers do almost the same thing as fur. It protects them from the outside, the cold and the rain, but it also helps them fly, because without the bird's feathers, a bird can't fly. Okay, Jumpstart friends, and here is a crab. Yep, and as you can see, Jumpstart friends, a crab doesn't have any fur, and it doesn't have any feathers. So, what does a crab have? You see, a crab has a hard shell, and the hard shell protects them from the sun. You see, crabs live on the beach, so there's no snow there. But there's a lot of sun, and their hard shell can protect them from the sun. Okay, Jumpstart friends, that was our closer look to look at all these different animals that have all these different coverings. We saw the rabbits and their fur, we saw the birds and their feathers, and we saw a crab and their hard shell. So now that we've done that, it's time for you to take a look in your Let's Find Out About It bags, okay? So we're gonna open up our bags, and you're gonna see some pictures of different animal coatings, of different animal coats. And with these animal coats, we're gonna play a guessing game. Yeah. I'm gonna show you some pictures of an animal close-up. And then I'm gonna ask you to guess whose coat does that animal belong to. So we're gonna call this game, Whose Coat Is That? Okay, Jumpstart friends, are you ready to play Whose Coat Is That? 'Cause I'm ready. Okay, if you're ready to play, let me hear you say yay! I can't hear you, say it a little bit louder. Yeah, I think my friends are ready to play. Okay, Jumpstart friends, let's get started. Okay, Jumpstart friends, our first animal we need to guess. It looks like this animal has a lot of things right here. You see these little things? I think they look like scales. Don't you think, Jumpstart friends? Okay, Jumpstart friends, if you guess that this coat belongs to a snake, you're right. You see, Jumpstart friends, snakes are an animal that does not have any fur, but it does have a lot of scales. These scales belong to a snake, and scales are a coat that is very strong. The scales on this rattlesnake overlap to protect the skin underneath. So when the snake slithers around, it doesn't hurt its stomach. Okay, Jumpstart friends, time for the next animal coat. Can you tell me whose coat this belongs to? It looks like there's a lot of colors on this coat, Jumpstart friends. and it seems to have a lot of feathers. What animal does this coat belong to? You see, there's a lot of colors and a lot of feathers. Where does this coat belong to? Who does this coat belong to? Now, if you said a bird or a peacock, you're right, Jumpstart friends. As we said before, birds have a lot of feathers, and peacocks have very colorful feathers. You see, Jumpstart friends? Good job. And remember, the feathers help birds to fly. Let's go to the next animal, Jumpstart friends. Okay, Jumpstart friends, here's our next animal coat. I wonder whose coat this belongs to. It looks like this animal has a lot of hair, and the hair looks like it's very, very long. I wonder who this coat belongs to, Jumpstart friends. There's a lot of hair. There's no scales, and there's no feathers. So I wonder whose coat this is. Let's find out. Okay, Jumpstart friends. Now, if you said this coat belongs to a lion, you are right. Let me hear you roar. Yeah, this coat belongs to a lion. The lion has very long hair that could protect them from the sun, and it could protect them from other bugs. Time for the next animal, Jumpstart friends. Good job. Okay, Jumpstart friend, here's our next animal coat. And I wonder whose green coat this belongs to. It looks like this animal is very slimy. You see all that slime that's on the animal? Yeah. So this animal's coat is very slimy. I don't see any fur. And I don't see any feathers. I don't see any scales either. Do you know whose coat this is? Let's find out. If you said a ribbit frog, you Jumpstart friends, you are right. You know, a frog has very slimy skin because it lives in a swamp, and the slime helps them to survive. Slimy frogs. Good job, Jumpstart friends. Okay, Jumpstart friends, and here's our last animal coat. Oh, I wonder whose coat this belongs to, Jumpstart friends. Do you see any fur on this animal? No, I don't see any fur. Do you see any feathers on this animal coat? I don't see any feathers. I wonder whose wrinkly coat this is. You see all the wrinkles? Yeah, this animal coat seems to be very, very wrinkly. I wonder what animal coat this belongs to. You are correct if you said an elephant, Jumpstart friends. That one might have been a little bit hard. That wrinkly skin is from an elephant. Elephants have thick, leathery skin with only a tiny bit of hair that you can't really see. See, Jumpstart friends? I told you, animals wear coats. I know it sounds silly, but they do. So next time somebody tries to tell you an animal doesn't wear a coat, you can tell them, yes, they do. Animals do wear a coat because it protects them from the outside, like fur, scales, feathers, shells, hair, wrinkles. There's so many different types of coats that animals can wear. So Animals do wear coats. Now, Jumpstart friends. Now, in your Let's Find Out About It bag, you might see these little animals hanging out in there. I had a little frog in my Let's Find Out About It bag. Let's Find Out About It bag. My little froggy. And you know what we're going to do with these little animals, Jumpstart friends? We're going to help them grow. Yeah, we're going to help them grow big and strong. And in order to do that, you're going to need a bowl or a cup, and you're going to need some water. You can get it from the sink too. So we're going to fill the bowl or your cup with water. See? Fill, 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 fill. That's enough water for now. And then we're going to take our little animals, and then we're going to put them in the water so they'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger as they soak up the water. Your animal is going to grow big and strong. But don't forget to check up on it. Check on them every day and see how big they get. I'm going to check on mine tomorrow morning. So, Jumpstart friends, as we wait for our animals to grow, let's do a quick review. Do animals wear coats? Yes or no? Yes, animals do wear coats. And do you know what kind of coats they wear? Can you give me some examples? Fur. Some animals have fur as a coat. Some animals have scales as a coat. Some animals have a hard shell as a coat. And some animals have feathers. There's so many different types of coats an animal can have. And, Jumpstart friends, can you tell me why these animals have a coat? Why do we wear coats? Why do animals wear coats? If you said to protect them from the outside, you're right. We wear coats so we get protected from the outside, and so do animals. Animals wear their coats so they're protected from the outside. Good job, Jumpstart friends. I'm still waiting for my animal to grow. But maybe next time when we see each other, we can show each other our big, strong animals, okay? See you next time, Jumpstart friends, and keep checking up on your animal.